Hey, what's good? What's good? Yo, I know it's been a while. I actually I did an intro video earlier. I want to introduce you to something that, I mean, I'm at a point where I have taken the time, stayed away from like everything, looked at this, looked at that, but didn't. I just was not feeling it. Like 2024, you haven't seen me doing videos, you haven't seen me putting anything new out there, but I'm compelled to make sure that this gets to you. I didn't really believe that this was going to work. I've seen too many token type projects just not being something that I would jump back into. Been with one of these for like a year, and they've changed the tokens over and over and over. They drag you through this, and I was just tired. And I said, the token launches, everybody, sells, and then you lose it, right? And if you don't get in and out at the right time, it's just one of those things that I was tired. And so throughout 2024, I was on pause and I was just doing life, not messing around with any of these projects. Um, but I've been monitoring this one for about four months or so. And, I don't know if you know Bitcoin Brandon. Really a lot of respect for this guy in this space. I've been in programs where he was the education officer. He was helping educate people on Bitcoin and blockchain. But that previous program, about 4 or 5 years ago, it kind of fell through. Didn't know what he was up to, but I was in his Facebook group and I saw him posting up, about this particular project, and I thought it was just network marketing. So I was like, I'm not interested, but I keep seeing it pop up, keep seeing it pop up, and I saw somebody else that was talking about it on his channel. So I said, well, maybe he's supporting it, but he's not directly involved. And then kept seeing it, right? So, partner out of Thailand, he always send me stuff, always send me stuff, and finally he says, look, this is going to launch, and it's going to launch at about $1. And I was like, that's kind of high, for these token launches. How do you know it's going to really do anything? And when I did take a look at it, literally like the night before the launch, I was like, this is not a token project. This is an actual real life program that you can earn based upon your efforts. No recruiting involved. I don't have to talk to anybody if I don't want to. It's a collective, right? That helps the coin price rise. And I did not fully understand it. I didn't think it was going to really work. But for a dollar, I said, okay. And the guy says, look, man, just $180. It'll get you started, get you, there's some parts that you have to know at the beginning and get you started. And then, hey, just see what happens. I said, you know what? I can do that. Well, guess what? When I say I slept on it, I did sleep on it, like literally slept and missed the launch. So basically, I didn't get in at the launch. But what I did, I told him, I said, look, man, if it's over a dollar, I'm not going to spend my money on something like this. I mean, I've seen this all the time. It goes up, it drops, and then you lose. And I just saw this happen literally like a couple of months ago. And, a friend of mine got involved and he was so pissed off because he knew he missed that jump. And so I just was not feeling it. And so when he says, no, look at what they're doing. So I looked at it and I actually listened to the developer or the owner, and she was explaining everything. And what she was doing was totally different from anything else on the blockchain or the projects that I've seen. The tokenomics were outstanding. The algorithms that they have built into this particular program is using and maximizing the use of the blockchain and smart contracts. And Web3 has helped that process come together in the right way. And they're using it in a way that's automated and it's real smart contract work. And that blew me away because I said, this is not something that I've seen before. And I was glad I took the chance. By the time I actually, 2 or 3 days after I finally got everything in order, and it went from $1 to $5. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not buying this token at $5. Like, come on, who would do that? And then I kept studying it because it was like really interesting at this point. And then I started to, read a little bit more, listen to the videos, and it's about physical activity. And I'm thinking, well, I need to do that, but I'm probably not going to do a lot of that. So I said, I'll just buy the coin and I'll just leave it. Funny thing, I'm actually working out every day. So it really motivated me to get up and actually become active. The more active you are, the more tokens you earn. And I thought that was pretty cool. And here's what's going to be kind of the thing that I hear a lot of people talk about. You had that opportunity, to get into Bitcoin before, but a lot of people just dismissed it. But then they talk about what if you had an opportunity to get in Bitcoin and it was $1, you know, and all those type of things, right? In I think 2013, I just saw a video where Bitcoin was $111, and a lot of people sold around that time, not knowing that 10 years later it would be at $60,000. How crazy is that? I'm gonna give you my Bitcoin story real quick, and we're gonna go ahead and kick off this video. And I'm gonna let Bitcoin Brandon, the really highly respectable guy in this space. I'm gonna let him explain this project to you so that you don't miss anything. My story likes this. When it came to Bitcoin in 2020 during the pandemic, my daughter was born in March that year. And while I was at home, because we were locked down, I said, you know what, I'm going to find, the right investments. I'm going to study this stuff. I'm going to, be able to help people with this. And I saw that Bitcoin, I had missed it a few times. And I said, well, it's going up, but I know it's going to come back down. It always does. I didn't understand the dynamics, but, just knowing it's up and down, up and down. I said, if it goes down to about $4,000 or $5,000, I'm going to buy one Bitcoin. That's what I said. I even told, I was teaching people about Bitcoin, and I said that like all the time, right? In my videos. And well, April of 2020, it did drop to 4,500. By the end of the year, it was already at 19, and it touched 20,000, and I hadn't bought it. So now it's 2020 December, and it's at 20,000. Then by the time spring came of 2021, it was up to 50,000 or a little bit more, right? Between 50 and 60,000. How do you think I felt? I had an opportunity to get it when I said about 5,000, and I didn't get it. And within 7, 8, 9 months, it's already at 50 to 60,000. So do you not believe after 2021, 2022, 2023, and now in 2024, here's a project that has the right algorithms to help the price of the crypto go up, up, and up. We understand a lot more about how that's working. And guess what? For the first 30 days, we've seen it actually work. People are taking profit, people have withdrawn monies, and it's still growing. It's not dropping off the map. It is still growing. You got to see it to believe it. You got to be in it to win it. Get fit to get paid. I really want you to take a look at this. So let's join together, take a few minutes. Let's listen to what Brandon Ivy has to say about the GetFit app mining opportunity based upon your physical activity. All right. All right.
Health
Let's
and
go check.
wellness. What does that have to do? A lot. Has everything to do with it because the name of this is called Get Fit Mining. Mining. What does that even mean? Well, we are mining for crypto tokens that we're getting reward with. And what activities do we have to do? Our own physical activity, not mining in the case of Bitcoin, where you have to pay electricity costs and purchase a whole bunch of equipment and programming. We're talking about translating your own physical activity into an income stream. Now, the unintended, well, actually, the intended benefit of this process of mining is the fact that you are working to be healthy at the same time. Here are some health facts that is known by everybody. Heart disease and cancer are the top 2 causes of death in America. 67.5% of American adults are overweight or obese. 97% of Americans are failing to meet ideal health lifestyle criteria that can protect their hearts. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, physical inactivity, and excessive alcohol use are top reasons for disease in America. Now, every single health and wellness company out there has product or services designed to be able to tackle these problems. But the one problem that none of them have been able to do on a long-term basis is not the products that you're selling and the services you're offering. It's getting people motivated to even want to do it on a long, consistent way. How do you motivate somebody to do what they should be doing anyway? Well, GetFit has an answer for that. Now take a look at this.
Tired of shelling out money for gym memberships you hardly ever use? Fed up with fad diets and quick fixes that never seem to deliver? We know the feeling, but what if there was a way to spend less and achieve more, much more, than you've ever dreamed possible? GetFit Mining, the revolutionary platform that pays you to get fit. Imagine earning cold, hard crypto just for building those buns of steel or carving out that six-pack. With GetFit Mining, every step you take is not just towards a healthier you, but also towards financial freedom. Forget those hefty gym fees or that pantry stuffed with diet foods. Motivate yourself to be the best version of yourself and start building your retirement at the same time. What if what you mine today could change your tomorrow just doing what you are already doing but intensifying it? Picture this, the best fit version of yourself, traveling the world, driving that luxury car you've always dreamed of. All of this is possible with GetFit Mining. Here's how it works. Strap on your favorite fitness tracker and start earning crypto for your everyday activities like walking, running, or cycling. The more you move, the more you earn. Our app syncs with your lifestyle. It tracks your progress and mines cryptocurrency while you exercise. It's like mining money while melting calories. Say hello to real-time rewards paid instantly. Achieve your fitness goals and watch your digital wallet grow. Connect with fellow fitness enthusiasts, challenge each other, and share your achievements. With each referral, boost your earnings and your fitness motivation. Join the movement that's reshaping what it means to be fit and financially savvy. Why put off feeling good and living well? The time is now, and GetFit Mining is your gateway. Ready to make a move? Let's turn those fitness dreams into your financial reality. Jump on board and let GetFit Mining guide you to a richer, healthier life. It's the future of fitness, and it's here now with GetFit Mining. So why wait? It's time to turn those workouts into wealth. Download the GetFit Mining app today and start your journey towards fitness and financial freedom. Remember, every step counts, every workout matters. With GetFit Mining, you're not just getting fit, you're getting rewarded. It's fitness revolutionized. It's time to get fit, get rewarded, and start building your future one step at a time. See you on the healthier side of life.
See you on the healthier side of life. I mean, are there benefits to walking? Yes, obviously. I mean, just 30 minutes every day can increase cardiovascular fitness, strengthens your bones, reduce excess body fat, and boost muscle power and endurance. Reduce risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancers. Physical activity may help to prevent or manage heart disease, stroke, and high blood pressure. And adults who sit less and do any amount of moderate to vigorous physical activity gain some health benefits. The more you move, the more you mine. Your health is your wealth. We have figured out how to motivate you. What if we turn your physical activity into an income stream? How would you like to get paid for doing what you're already doing anyway? See, here's how this works. One, I don't have to teach you to go buy a phone. You already have a phone on you. You keep it with you everywhere you go. If you have an Android phone has Google Fit on it. Apple has Apple Health that's tracking your physical activity already. Every phone has different physical trackers on there, whether you've given it permission or not. Your phone's listening to you. It's listening to you sleep. It's listening to you talk. It's waiting for you to say, hey, Siri. No, thank you, Siri. Every time I do that, mine turns on. So this is already happening. GetFit, what it does is an app that you download at no cost. It's free. Now, the DApp itself is not collecting your physical data. This DApp is connecting to apps already on your phone that has collected your physical data. As a matter of fact, the moment you download the app, it's going to pull up your last 48 hours of physical activity your phone has already recorded. And then it takes that data, translates it into a digital hash, sends it to the blockchain. And those of you that was on the 5-day challenge last night, you have a clear understanding of what the blockchain is, and rewards you in crypto tokens called MQT. The same way miners who are building the Bitcoin blockchain are incentivized to do that because they're rewarded every 10 minutes with Bitcoin. That's the incentivization. This is called proof of physical activity. And GetFit mining is not the only move to earn app on the market. There were others that came before, like Sept and Sweatcoin. I've had these for years. They claim to reward you, but they're very restrictive, limited. I mean, a lot of times it doesn't work right. I got to be outside. It doesn't work inside of the house. Make sure my GPS is on. Well, with GetFit mining, this is a decentralized platform. And in the 5-day challenge on Thursday night, we're going to talk about decentralization, decentralized finance, what that means and why it's so important. But decentralized platform that's going to reward you for your steps, your distance, your calories, your workouts, even your sleep. Now, are there benefits to sleeping? Yes. Getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night keeps your heart healthy, reduces stress, and helps keep blood sugar consistent. It lowers your risk for serious health problems like diabetes and heart disease, reduces stress, improves your mood, and allows you to think more clearly. It helps to prevent inflammation and even control weight. Now, I've been self-employed now for 12 years, and I wake up, well, I could wake up when I'm finished sleeping, but since I am self-employed, I work for myself, I work harder for myself than I ever did on a job. So for the last 12 years, I averaged 5.5 to 6 hours sleep a night and 1 good hour in the afternoon. But since I've been a part of GetFit, particularly the last 30 days or so, I've been getting 7.5 to 8 hours sleep a night. Why am I getting that extra sleep? Is it because I want the benefits of getting extra sleep? No, I wish I could say that that was a motivating factor. It's not. It's because I'm getting paid to sleep more. Even when my body wakes up in bed, I just lay there and let me give myself another hour because I'm making money doing it. And the more you move, the more you mine. All of your steps, your distance, your workouts, your calories, your sleep is all recorded and rewarded to you, managed not by a company. Okay, let me make this clear because a lot of people keep, oh, where's the company headquarters? Who's the CEO? Where are they registered? This is not a company. This is a smart contract. It's a program just like Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto created the platform, but he's not the CEO of Bitcoin. He has no control over Bitcoin. Or he, she, whoever they are. There is no company called Bitcoin. There is no corporate headquarters. It's just a program based on math. Same way here. This is a smart contract that will continue to run long after the programmers and the creators are gone. Now, there are limits in the program to what you can do on a daily basis to receive, just like what we covered last night with mining the Bitcoin blockchain. There are limits here. These limits is 20,000 max steps a day, 10 max miles a day, 2 hours max time of workout, 2,000 to 4,000 calories burned, and 8 hours sleep. Now, you can do more than all of this, but you're only going to be rewarded up to these steps because we don't want you to be out there trying to kill yourself. I know we just watched the Olympics, and I know Simone Biles has got an $80 million contract from ESPN. No, so don't think you're Usain Bolt out there. Know your body. Start small. But I will tell you this. When I first started with GetFit, my first 30 days, I was more physically active than I was the previous 5 months combined. And that was only at 30 to 40% activity. The last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, I have been more active than I have in maybe the last 5 years. I lost in the last week and a half. I went from 209 pounds to the last night I weighed myself. I was 202.8 pounds. In just the past week, I dropped. So I gotta be careful now. I don't want to get go too low, but I've been working hard at this. Why? Well, I'm about to show you. Do you guys see what happened with the value of MQT? Started at $1. Yeah, I've been treating this seriously. So how do you get started with GetFit? Well, first you need to have a phone. And I don't have to teach you or tell you to buy a phone. You already have one. Fitness trackers are optional. What are fitness trackers? Meaning your watches. Yeah, I have a smartwatch for my Android and an iPhone watch for my iPhone. That way I don't have to carry my phone with me everywhere I go. Then the apps on the phone are translating that are taking that physical data, sending it to my GetFit app. But now here's where, how does it take that data and turn it into a digital hash? Well, you have to purchase miners. The same way, how do people get Bitcoin? Bitcoin is not just created out of thin air. The first people that get their hands on the Bitcoin are the miners. The miners who's creating the blockchain. And then when they get that, then they sell it on the market for everybody else. So there's only two ways you can get Bitcoin: buy it or mine it. It's nearly impossible for anybody to try to mine Bitcoin right now. So you have to buy it. Well, GetFit mining's the same way. How do you get your hands on MQT? You either buy it on the open market or you mine it. So you purchase miners. The miners is what's taking that data, translating it into a digital hash, sending it to the blockchain, and your reward is the MQT. And any activity is getting you paid. From walking outdoors, indoors, running, jogging, hiking, playing sports, riding your bike, riding your skateboard, swimming, going to the grocery store, going on vacation, walking on the beach. What about playing with your kids or your grandkids? What about doing yard work, mowing the lawn? What about doing housework? Just moving around. My wife, for the very first time, she's starting to get it. She did 7,000 steps yesterday. And most of that was because she has her own routine in the morning. She's a writer, and she goes out and about, and she's got the watch. Now, she's the type, she takes her phone, she puts it in her purse and forgets about it. But with the watch, it was recording all her activity. She came back and I saw 7,000 steps. I was like, all right, now get it to 10,000. You know, making her own money just from her own physical activity. That's getting you paid. Now, the more activity you have, the higher your earnings. And up to this point, this has all been theory. Why? Because most projects fail at this step. And why do they fail? They may have a great idea. They may have a great plan, a great product, but it costs money to get themselves off the ground. And so especially in the crypto space, since the SEC wants to claim everything crypto's doing is illegal, it's difficult to do that. So they try to have either a seed sell early on to raise funds, or they'll do investors. And what ends up happening is, as soon as the project launches, those who got in early, they sell when the price goes up, and it causes a pump and dump where the price goes all the way down back to the beginning. Game over for the project. Nobody from the outside wants to invest in it. And the people who were already there start screaming bloody murder. When is the token coming back up? What, I got scammed. And they're the ones who crashed it in the first place. This is a self-sustaining ecosystem where that's not possible. Why? Well, number one, it was self-funded. No investor money, to the tune of almost $3 million. Then with this self-sustaining ecosystem, the smart contract takes what would normally be a profit for a centralized company like FTX or Binance or Coinbase or Ripple, the company. These are centralized organizations. How do you think Sam Bankman-Fried became a billionaire in 2 years? Or CZ, starting Binance, became a multi-billionaire? Because all of the transaction fees, it might be small for each individual, but it adds up and they take the profit. Since this is not a company, it's not centralized, it's a smart contract, the majority of that extra, what we call profit, goes right back into the ecosystem. So when you have what happened with us today, like 2 hours ago, somebody sold exactly $86,979 worth of MQT, it didn't crash the ecosystem. Sure, it dropped by a couple of dollars, as normal, and then it's bouncing right back up. This is the second time that this has happened. Where a normal project wouldn't be able to survive something like that, especially just 30 days after launch. This system shook it off, bounced it back, and now it's making things happen. It's currently $46. What are you talking about? Are you joking, right? Don't play. Hey, don't play with my emotions here. Last I checked, it was 27. You know what? Okay, because I'm going to be doing some things live. Hold on, because I got something to prove. Let me continue my presentation, and then we're going to get to that. I'm going to go with the numbers that I know of, and then we're going to get to that. So a self-sustaining ecosystem means every time we evolve and upgrade our miners, every time you submit your proof of physical activity, every time you claim your mining rewards, every time you unlock your mining dock slots, you create challenges and events, and you lease your miners, that is creating revenue. That's fees that go to the blockchain, but this system pulls it right back into our community. Let me show you an example of a successful launch. This is Dex Tools, and Dex Tools is not created by MQT or by GetFit. Dex Tools tracks all the new meme coins that come out on the market on Uniswap. And this token launched at $1, and it shot up more than 380%. Normally, you have the people who got in early, they sell. And when they sell for a profit, which is okay, that's the whole point. You want to get a profit. But normally, it drops all the way back down to launch value or below. And then it looks like a pump and dump. A successful launch is when, yes, the price goes up, and then you have a sell-off, but it stabilizes at around 30 to 40% from its all-time high. It's stable, or from its launch point. It stabilizes and starts to flatline. If the project is good long-term, you'll start to see that price go up. It can happen days, months, weeks, months, or years. If the project is not good, meaning there's no real world value to what this thing is all about, then the system over time, it starts to go down and kill itself, like Electronium did when it first launched in 2017-18. My crypto education made me earn $60,000 off that project, where everybody else went broke, because I recognized what was going on. Here's what MQT did. There was a sell-off, and then it stopped and bounced right back up. I said, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive. We still have a small community, so yeah, okay, we're kind of tight-knit. We were telling our people, you don't want to sell your coins. You might want to hold them on for a little bit, right? Now, I'm one eye's on the chat box. You guys know something I don't know yet. So the surprise is about to be on me, so just bear with me here. I don't know what you guys know yet. But here's what happened this day. It started to flatline at almost its all-time high of launch. Then you had a sell-off. What was going on here was, one, people were getting profits, but also they were evolving their miners to higher, more powerful miners. And then something happened that I've never seen before. Not that the price came back up, but the price came back up not because of new buys, but because the smart contract kicked in from all of these sales going on and pushed the price right back up. And then shortly after that, it hit a new all-time high. I have never seen a project where you have a major sell-off and then it hits a new all-time high the same doggone day. And it went up to $4.90, higher than it did right after the first launch. I was impressed. I was like, this thing works. I got Herschel Crow's calling. Hey, Herschel, I'm right in the middle of doing this live presentation. Wait, but hold up. because I got you on, everybody can hear you. Y'all know something I don't know yet. So I'm about to show it live on the presentation. So, so hold that thought. I think I know what you're about to tell me because I'm seeing people talking in the chat box. So you with me?
I'm right here, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna hang up now, but y'all know something I don't know yet. But I'm gonna hit you up later on. All right. Dang. Is it that big? Is it that, I mean, is it that good news? Let me continue. I don't know yet. So this is what happened the first 24 hours. Here's what happened 2 weeks later. The price went from $490 to $250, around there. We had a lot of selling going on. There's a lot of people that weren't sure that this project was going to succeed. And so they're like, hey, man, I've been scammed so many times. I might just take a profit while I can. Then it jumped up to a new all-time high, $6.87, 11 days ago. Okay, keep this in mind. 11 days ago, $6.87. This was Saturday. I did a presentation a week from this past Saturday. The day before, I contacted Lynette, the creator, and I congratulated her. I said, look, from the outside, I'm a crypto enthusiast. On the outside, I'm versed in this space. Looking at this project, this was a massive success. One of the most successful launches of a token in 2024. I'm not talking about pump and dump type tokens out there that's running wild on YouTube and Telegram groups. I'm talking about just from a solid launch point. This was successful. I was impressed. 25% increase. And she said to me, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to $25 a coin by the end of August. I wouldn't be surprised. I was like, okay, I don't see that happening. Hey, let's get to $10. I'll be cool with $10 by the end of the month. Here's what the price was 5 minutes before I did this live today. $27.60. 5 minutes before I went live, which is 35 minutes ago. 35 minutes ago. This is all I know. You guys know more than I do right now. So we're going to get to that in a second. $27.60. It was $34 the day before. What happened? Somebody in this community, and we actually know who the wallet is. We even know how many Lennies that individual, I mean, I want to get it up. We know how many miners that person has. Sold $86,979 worth of MQT at 2,853 MQT. This person sold. It dropped the price from $34 to $27. Okay. Normally, when something like this happens, it doesn't just go down to 27. It causes a panic. Everybody starts to sell, and we will see this thing dropping like a rock. 15, maybe settle at between $10 and $15. It stopped at $27. Now, here's what I did yesterday. Just my own, and I'm actually going to do some claiming live in a moment. But yesterday, see the date, August 26th? I was trying to go for this 4,000 calories, and thank you, Marnita, showed me that, you know, maybe if I got to do the weightlifting type stuff on the workouts for the calories to bump up. But I did 26,000 steps, 14 miles, 3,700 calories, 2 hours and 18 minutes, and 9 hours and 16 minutes sleep time, which included my nap in the afternoon. This is the most shares I ever got. This is the most I've ever done. And I ended up with 11.28 MQT. This was on my iPhone. I have 7 Omegas on this. So 7 Omegas, almost maxing out my physical activity. I received 11.28 MQT. Now, what is that worth? What is that worth? 11.28 MQT times $27, and how many cents was it? Wait. $27.60. Okay. That was a $311 day. That ain't bad. 7 omegas maxed out. Now, this number is going to drop 11.28. See, it says round in progress. See, when you're mining Bitcoin, the block closes every 10 minutes. In this case with MQT, this closes every 48 hours. So it gives everybody a chance to do their submissions. And then what that final value is, because there's only so many MQT available. So we don't know if everybody does their submissions or doesn't do it. So that number is going to drop. But at that number, that's a 311.32. Now, at this point, no, I'm not going to show that video yet. I want to be surprised. Let me stop sharing screen and let me see what the hell you guys are talking about here. All right. Stop sharing screen there. Now let's pull up my other screen here. So what's going on? What are you guys so excited about? Okay, something happened in the crypto market? Nah, crypto market is down 3.6%. You've got to be kidding me. It takes a lot to surprise me in crypto. It takes a lot. I am not easily impressed. You mean to tell me this thing jumped from $27 to $46.99? I had some people the last few days complaining, how come the token is still stuck at $33? Even that, what the hell happened? Okay, now I'm putting my crypto hat on. You got to be kidding me. Let's look at this. See, the one thing about the blockchain, oh shit. Oh, excuse my language. I see what happened. Let's go back. Let's dissect. Oh my God. Let's dissect this. All right, it was one individual who did this. I only give certain suggestions on strategy in my inner circle. So those of you in my inner circle that's listening, this was a bad strategy what this person did here. I am all for taking a profit. Well, it looks like they bought right back in, but I mean, really? You did back-to-back sales of 2,000, well, 418, 1,000, 435, 1,000. You see, it's all the same wallet address. I'm not putting anybody down on here, okay? Because the name of the game is getting a profit. This individual got in early, bought the tokens when it was cheap. It went up all the way from $1 to $34 freaking dollars. Hell yeah, get a profit. This person walked away with $86,000 in 30 days. That's a hell of a good month in crypto. Congratulations to that individual. But normally that will crash the system. So had it crashed the system, we'd be cursing you out right now. What you ended up doing inadvertently is proved the self-sustaining ecosystem, because you dropped the price to $27. And then I saw this. What does this mean? Now I understand what Patty was asking me in Crypto Talk this morning. The smart contract came in and removed 2,229 MQT from circulation. When you remove that amount, you're removing the supply available, which means whatever's left, the value is going to go up. Then we had a couple of buy orders come in, but nothing big. The biggest I see is $530, $274. And then somebody sold. And this person, it could have been a panic sell. This is the individual probably woke up, saw it drop. Oh, hell no. And said, that guy gives me some money. And sold $167, 167 tokens and got $4,600. And they sold it at $27. See, my success in crypto, I always make more money when the market goes down than when the market goes up. People lose money because they panic and they sell when it's going down. So I don't know who this individual is. They made some money, but look at what they sold it at. $27. This was at 8:53 a.m. This is less than an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. I'm gonna do another math here. You guys see the calculator. 167.02 tokens they sold for 4,600. Had they waited 45 minutes at current price, oops, what did I do there? Oh, I just messed up my thing. I hit the wrong button. Refresh. At current price, $43. So there's, oh, people are selling now. Oh, people see some money. Yeah, y'all keep doing that. I'm not selling a doggone thing. Times $43, that would have made $7,181. Now, yeah, $4,000 is good, but you would have made 7,000. So what happened again? The smart contract came in here and removed another of 3,000 MQT tokens. And then the smart contract came in here and bought tokens and added to liquidity. Look at this. Good Lord. Then the thing jumped up to $46.99. And now we've got everybody selling that sees that jump for a quick little profit. All right. Now I want to see come tomorrow what's going to happen. Because one thing that I remember Lynette was saying, that the smart contract, she doesn't know when the smart contract does what it does. It's a program. It's not like she pushes a button and tells the smart contract, okay, go buy and go sell. It's a smart contract. So it will judge the market, wait until it thinks that all the sell pressure is over, and then come in and do its thing. It's not going to add to the market when everybody's selling.
Can you rephrase?
That's the whole point of the smart contract. I am hella impressed. Damn it, I've never seen anything like this before. Now I'm even more excited to do what I'm about to do. Let's claim my tokens. All right, so let me pull up my Android. Let me first show so you can see it. This is my Android. No, that's my iPhone. Let me switch to my Android. It's my Android, and you will see 7 alphas, okay? 7 alphas right there. And let's pull up the phone. It's over here. Drag over here. So you guys can see my phone. Let's make this a little bigger. Let's open up GetFit Mining. So let's take a look. Okay, so far today, I've been busy this morning. I haven't even done nothing. Only 413 steps. I'm behind. Yesterday at this time, I was at 7,000 steps. I got some work to do. Yeah, I'm behind on this. All right, so earnings. So yesterday, 21,000 steps, 9.5 miles, 3,445 calories burned, 3.5 hours workout time, 6 hours sleep. I submitted. Down here, so there's a difference between submissions and claims. We submit daily, and you have 48 hours to submit. If you do not submit, you lose these shares. You lose those tokens. Then you have claim. Now, you can claim every day, but we suggest you wait until you have a total of 10 days to claim because the fee of claiming, everything on the blockchain incurs a fee, a transaction and gas fees, is the same whether you claim 1 day or 10. So I've been waiting until it's 10 days, and today is 10 days, and I said I was going to do this live in front of you guys. Now, you need to make sure you have AVAX in your internal wallet address. Make sure I've got 1.7 AVAX there, so I should have enough money. I don't even know how much it's going to cost me to claim, but I've got some money there. Now, before I claim, yeah, I'm being dramatic on this for a reason. Before I claim, let's add up how many tokens this is. So these are the days I can claim. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. This it's not showing all of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't claim these two. So there's 2 days that's off the chart that I'm not able to, but it's down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, starting with 19950. So my history is, so it's not showing 2 days. So if you look back here, you can look and see how many tokens you have here. So I'm only going to add up 8, all right, just for addition purposes, not all 10, just to see what 8 looks like. So I'm going to add up 8 of these days. Let's add up 9.55. Remember, these are alphas, 7 alphas, not omegas. 7.43. Can't believe it's $43. Probably, it might settle down around the way you guys are selling right now. $38, $39. 6.44. 6.44. 5.78. Look, everybody wants to call me now. No, Moshe, I know the price is up. He's excited. Dang, don't let me lose my train of thought. Here I am here. 5.13. Don't everybody know when I'm doing presentations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3.51. 0.51. That's 403. 4.09. And then the 8th day, 4.13. So that's a total of, in the last 8 days, 40.9 MQT with 7 alphas. Based on current price, I see it dropping, based on current price of 41 times $41.79, that's $1,710 over the last 8 days. That ain't bad from my own physical activity, not recruiting. So if I add another 10 days or 20 days for 30, let's multiply that times 3. That's a $5,132 month off of 7 alphas, and if I maximize my activity every day, which I don't, but if I did, and if the value stays at $41 for the rest of the month, which who knows what it's going to be at the end of the month now. By the end of the week, who knows what it's going to be. I say psychologically, at low, $30 low, high, maybe $50 by the end of this month. We got a couple of days left. Now, I might be way off. I may be way wrong. Even Lynette only thought it's going to go $25. Okay, so now let's pull back up and let's actually claim. And then I'm going to also move it into my wallet so we can see it happen. So how many do I have in this wallet right now? 1,337 MQT, 1337. Okay, so we know that number. Let's claim. Let's go back, down, claim. You're claiming your mining rewards up to 10 days. Yes, let's claim it. Transaction in process. Let's see this number change. Let's see how long that'll take. Somebody says you think it's going to go 150. All right, it's going to process. There it is. It switched 1,402. So let's do the math there. How many tokens was that? 1,402 minus 1,237. 65 tokens. 65 tokens at 4186. That's $2,720 for the last 10 days. Not recruiting, not selling a product, my own physical activity. You saw me move the token straight to my wallet. I can sell it right now. That cat sold and made 80,000. I could sell right now. Am I? Hell no. I'm not selling. That's crazy. I will sell a little to evolve because that was on just 7 alphas. So now I want to evolve those alphas up to omega. So I will sell a little bit of the MQT to evolve my alphas to omegas. Now I have another special I'm going to do. I also have my iPhone. My iPhone has 7 omegas on it. My iPhone is on 7 days claim. It'll be 10 days on Friday. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to claim live publicly in front of everybody, so but I'm not going to do it started here. Well, get back to the person who invited you. They're going to give you their link, and you can only purchase Lenny's. And I like Matthew's idea because you know what I'm doing? I told you I'm setting my son up. His smartwatch comes in today. I'm going to take this opportunity to buy 7 Lenny's outright because now it's less to get my hands on. It costs less MQT. So now's the time to use that MQT if you're going to evolve. You want to get, if you want to get, not pull the money out for a profit, not sell the MQT into USDT, but I'm not going to use it. Well, you just told me I just did a whole bunch of claiming. I'm getting myself a gang of Lenny's for my son. And Lenny mining power is 50%. 7 Lenny's will cost me $350 worth of MQT. NFT miners outside of the Lenny's that you can evolve up to is primary, ultra, alpha, and omega. 100% mining power all the way to 300% mining power. You can only have 7 miners docked at any given time. If you want to evolve and upgrade, it costs $30 to go from Lenny to primary, $40 from primary to ultra, $60 from ultra to alpha, and $100 from our 2 alphas and $200 from alpha to omega. Matthew, your name just spawned something. Remember last week there was one guy on my social media who, when I was talking about MQT being at 20-something dollars a coin, he said, oh, the big dump is coming. Wait till the whale sells. Well, it already happened, and the price almost doubled up. I want to go back and find whoever that was and shove that screenshot right in his face. In fact, I'm petty like that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back and find that post and say, you were saying? Anyways, here's what's coming. Yeah, Matthew, do the same thing. We could take a victory lap. Coming soon is the ability to lease your miners. Now, why is that important? Well, the miners is only $50 right now, but that's not always going to be the case. If you remember a project called Gala Games out there, members of our community made millions of dollars off of that. The miner, which is called a node, cost $500 a piece back then. I did not get involved. I could have bought $10,000 worth of Gala miners. I didn't. That's one of the biggest, I don't call it mistakes, bad business decisions. That I had a good reason why I didn't, but it was a bad business decision. Each Gala miner now is worth $140,000 a piece. One of our members, Provis Lofties, walked off his job because of that. I don't know if he's on here listening to me right now, but he did. And many other members in the community did as well. So at some point, it's going to be too expensive for the average person that wants to get involved with GetFit mining to actually purchase the miner outright. But they can lease them. So if you've got the extra miners, you can put the miner on the leasing dock. They will lease it from you. They will submit their proof of physical activity. They will claim their mining rewards, and you get to claim the leasing fee. How cool is that? My grandpa always said, own multiple properties, live in one and rent out the others. So get started today. I mean, this was a presentation I'm going to be saving because all this happened live. You guys knew before I knew. So yeah, this is one you want to share with everybody. Out of all the other presentations I've done, this is the one you want to share. So get back to the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you say this is not for you, that's okay. We can respect that. But just know it. When you leave, your phone is still recording all of your physical data. You just chose not to get paid for it. If you say this is for you, then there's also another caveat here. You must be willing to learn something new. You are getting involved in the crypto space, which means you're going to have to purchase crypto tokens like AVAX to get started. If you've never done it before, this is a new learning curve. We have customer support up 5 days a week at 11 a.m. Eastern to 5 p.m. Eastern every day this week to walk you through it. Okay, I cannot, let me repeat this. There's not enough hours in a day for me to sit with you one-on-one and take 2 hours to go over the basics with you. That's why we've got the support group, Telegram group, and everything in place. I can give you a couple of minutes, and I already recorded a video that walk you through this. So anything after that, just understand if you need my help, I'm willing to give it, but time is very, very precious. You got to learn this stuff, and you have to learn it one way or another. I self-taught myself, but we've got an education community. Plug in to the 5-day challenge. I'm going to even start telling people that's demanding my time. Were you on the 5-day challenge where I'm actually teaching this? If the answer is no, then no, I can't teach you. I charge $250 an hour. I'm not getting paid to do any of this. Nobody is. We're doing this to help out the community. But you've got to be willing to learn some of the basic stuff. And once you learn it, oh, you got it. It's going to be easy after that. Another, as a disclaimer, again, I am not a licensed financial advisor nor health advisor. Saying that, I cannot guarantee how much money you are going to make. There is no guaranteed 3% a day, 10% a week. I'm not talking about any recruiting money, none of that stuff. There's 3 things that determine what you earn here. Actually, I need to add a 4th because somebody brought something up this morning that I saw where it talked about how can MQT, this was the exact question, how can MQT afford to pay out that much money? The question is a fallacy. MQT is not paying out anything. MQT is an asset. You can decide to sell it or hold it. So if you sell it, you're earning whatever the value of the token was. There's no company MQT paying out any money. Somebody was concerned about how can it afford to pay out $86,000? It didn't pay out. Someone sold it at that price. It's the difference. So 3 things is going to determine. Number 1, I have no idea how physically active you're going to be. You might do 5,000 steps. You might do 15,000. You might work out 1 hour. You might work out 2. You might sleep 3 hours. You might sleep 8. I have no idea what that's going to be. Number 2, I have no idea how many miners you're going to have and what type they are. You just saw me do a claim on 7 alphas. Friday, I'm going to do a claim on 7 omega. Oh, what if the price goes up by Friday? Oh, this is getting exciting. I need to readjust almost everything that I'm doing. I've got multiple streams of income, but you kind of, put your attention to where the money's coming in. Marnita, we're going to have a talk. Then the 3rd thing is, I don't know what the value of the token is going to be on any given day. When I started this presentation, it was $27. You guys told me it went up to $44 or $46. So I have no idea what that's going to be. And then you have to decide when you're going to sell your MQT tokens. I don't know when you're going to sell your tokens. I don't know how much you're going to sell, a little or a lot. I cannot give you financial advice on what to sell, when to sell, or how. Well, I can teach you how to sell. You just convert your MQT into USDT on the Avalanche chain. That's simple. And then coming soon next month, we're rebranding and moving from GetFit mining into MoveQuest. So that's coming soon. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm at a loss. Wow. All I can do is clap. Congratulations to those of you who have taken action. Congratulations to those of you who have made money. And do you realize that we're going to be doing this like 7 more times on other blockchains? We're about to have a fantastic ride with this. And I'm so glad for those of you that for the first time in a very long time, you're actually making money in a program and you don't have to recruit to do so or sell a physical product. You're just using your own physical activity.
Currently, the question on everyone's minds is, did he hodl?
Bitcoin is now up to $111.
Come on, come on. What kind of question is that? Of course I did. I hodled, I bought more, and I've hodled again. I've hodled everything. I've hodled every single thing. And that, so far, has been the best decision that I've ever made financially in my life. You literally just buy and you hodl. Keep those diamond hands.
Keep those diamond hands. Yeah, he's fronting now. Now, he did buy back in, but he sold most of his Bitcoin at $111.